last class, we learned how to do a savings account and how to keep track of our balance, which is how much money we have, and then how to make a record or an account of when we make money, with a date that we made it, how we made it, and how much we made, and then to write an equation that tells us our current balance, our new balance. So today, we are not going to save money, we are going to spend money. So we're going to click up here and click on open this in Google Sheets and wait for that to load. And it's really, really important that you're keeping your checking account or your debit account, it's basically the same thing, up to date. So first thing we need to do is go up and change the name of this to your last name, checking account if you'd like. Okay, and then here is what we're starting with. So you know that your starting balance is right here in C4. It's this amount of money, and we bought groceries for this amount of money. And notice I'm not saying how much it is because we're not going to put $89.50 or $16.97 in our equation. We're going to put the cell names in our equation. So we need C6 right here to tell us how much money we have now. So we're going to type equals. And we're going to put C4, which is how much we started with, minus, that's right next to the key with the plus sign and the equal sign, minus C5, and hit enter. And we have $72.53 left. That's our new balance. Okay, we have $72.53. It's in C6 right there. All right, we get the electric bill. You want the lights and the heat to stay on, so you need to pay the electric bill. And we need to find out how much money we have after we pay the electric bill. So we're going to click right here and obviously type equal. Don't start up here with our starting balance because we already bought groceries. So go to your most recent balance right there, which is C6, minus how much we spent for our electric bill, which is in C7. Hit enter. We have $6.19 left. Now, we're hungry, so we went to McDonald's and we ordered some chicken nuggets for $9.99. And some of you have already noticed that's going to be a problem because we have $6.19 and we're trying to spend $9.99. So let's see what happens. We're going to click where we want the next balance, types equals our previous balance, which is C9, minus what we spent, C9. Uh-oh, it's red, and it says negative $3.80. That's called being in the red. That's why it's actually red. That means you spent more than you have. What happens if you do that is a lot of times the bank will kind of cover for you, and they'll go ahead and pay McDonald's that $3.80. Even though you don't actually have that. The bank's gonna say, here, McDonald's, we're gonna cover this for them. But the bank doesn't like doing that. And so now the bank is gonna send you this bill that says non-sufficient funds. That's a nice way of saying you really kind of messed this up and you spent more than you had. You spent $9.99 and you only had $6.19, and we paid it for you, and we don't like doing that, so we're gonna slap you with a $35 charge. So that's $35 more out of your account that doesn't have $35 in it. So we're going to need to click here. Our new balance is our previous balance, which is actually a negative number, minus our $35 insufficient funds charge. Oh my gosh, now I owe $38.80 just to get back to zero. I owe the bank $38.80. So when you deposit, that means you put money in. I'm going to put $50 in, but I'm not going to have $50 in there because I owe. So we're going to click here, equals our previous balance, and it's a deposit this time, so we're going to do plus. I'm putting in $50 to get myself out of that hole. I put in $50 to get me back in the good graces with the bank, and I have $11.20. There's a good lesson here in knowing how much money you have and not spending more than you have because it ends up costing you a lot. We only messed up by $3.80, but look, it cost us $38.80. And $35 charge, it might be more than that at your bank. Okay, so then turn this in through Google Classroom.